President, distinguished representatives, allow me at the outset to extend my warmest congratulations to Germany, our esteemed chair of the Peacebuilding Commission, for the excellent leadership demonstrated throughout its tenure in 2025. Full appreciation as well to the former chair, Brazil, for an excellent job chairing us in the PBC the previous session. Both countries' dedication have played a pivotal role in enhancing the Commission's efforts, especially with regard to its bridging, convening and advisory roles with an aim to strengthening the PBC's impact. During the 18th session, the PBC has made good strides in advancing its activities through the collective efforts by member states, regional organizations, and international financial institutions. We have navigated some complex conflicts and post-conflict situations with the aim of establishing enduring peace, bearing in mind the cardinal principle of national ownership and the imperativeness of respecting the unique cultural, social, and political specificities of societies. Egypt has always been a great advocate for the peace building, both in the UN and the African Union. His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Honorable President of Egypt, is the leader of peace building in the African Union, and Cairo hosts the African Union Center for Post-Conflict Reconstruction and Development. We're almost like a permanent member in the peace building, so we're genuine believers and doers and actors. Being distinguished colleagues, in the middle of the ongoing 2025 comprehensive review of the peace building architecture, known as PBAR, and as one of the two co-facilitators, our collective conscience is fully drawn, myself and my distinguished colleague, Ambassador Samuel, the distinguished PR of Slovenia, is fully drawn towards refining our methodologies, modalities, and reinforcing our commitment in alignment with the ambitions set forth by the new Agenda for Peace and the Pact for the Future, in addition to the need to elevate the effectiveness of the Peace-Building Commission, capitalizing on the great efforts that were exerted during its previous sessions. In this regard, Egypt believes that we should first encompass a more comprehensive understanding of peace that goes beyond traditional frameworks to embed conflict prevention and address the root causes of conflict. In this context, implementing an all-inclusive peace-building strategy that respects national ownership requires capacity building for local actors, local stakeholders, local institutions. Second, it is imperative that we recognize the milestone decision of the General Assembly in allocating $50 million in assessed funding for the Peace Building Fund. As a major milestone in conflict prevention, however, we should strive to build upon this breakthrough by broadening the resource pool and base and mobilizing additional avenues of support, all kinds of support, in-kind support and financial support. Third, the current international challenges should drive focusing our collective attention toward strengthening multilateralism, especially through deeper UN cooperation with regional and sub-regional organizations, financial institutions, the private sector, and this is the core of Chapter 8 of the UN, as we all know it. Fourth, to improve the work of the PBC, it is also crucial to incorporate a more inclusive approach to peace building. This involves scaling up efforts to engage more with women, youth, and local communities in all stages of peace processes and efforts. Fifth, the intertwined linkages and nexus between peace building and peacekeeping is integral to the broader spectrum of conflict resolution and sustainable peace efforts. Coming year, we're doing the peacekeeping review, and you see there is a lot of complementarity between the PBAR and the efforts we're trying and reviving the peace building approach in the UN and apparatus and so on, and the job fulfilled and being done by the peacekeepers on the ground. In advancing all these objectives, significant emphasis needs to be placed on strategy coherence, funding mechanisms, and strengthening the PBC's cooperation with both the Security Council and the General Assembly, as well as exploring more avenues to do the same with the ECOSOC. And I believe a lot of previous speakers had alluded to that, Honorable President. Finally, as we look ahead, let the combined foresight from the new Agenda for Peace and the Pact for the Future, in addition to the next outcome of the 2025 Peacebuilding Review, serve as a guiding, solid foundation for the Peacebuilding Commission's endeavors. Let us fortify our resolve, refine our tools, rejuvenate our partnerships to not only navigate through the complex trends of contemporary peace-building challenges, but also lead the way into an era defined by enduring peace and full human security. I do thank you, Honorable President, distinguished colleagues.